My dad's fingerprints are all over my life. I remember this one time we were hanging out. I had just gotten off a run, and then he was like, "You know what?" And I was like, "What, Dad?" And he said, "You're never gonna have this body." And he lifts his shirt up, and he'd been through chemo at that point, right? So he was really emaciated, really skinny. He's like, "I got my supermodel body, and you're never gonna have this." And yeah, that's the kind of man he was. I don't think that really people understand or know what it's like to lose a parent. And then they don't know how to empathize or sympathize with the person next to them going through it. And so during that period of time, I just started to gravitate towards people who were more open and wanted to know about these things.
That's why we're making this campaign. That's why this is also special. So when you can create a space where people can be authentic, when they can be open, when they can be vulnerable, when they can tell their story in a way that has somebody go, yeah, like me too.
So I got PTSD from work. It started with anger. I had a young daughter at the time. She called me Angry Daddy. Even though I had treated probably thousands of patients, it's different when it happens to you.
Image making isn't about technology, and it's not about the camera. The person behind the camera and the people in front of the camera, those are the things that matter.
It takes somebody special to realize that the longest and deepest impact we can create is by telling real stories inside the Fujifilm community.
We need to be in the driver's seat. Let's just do something that's going to make a difference and to get people talking.
Through the process of listening, we talked to hundreds of photographers, we went to Japan, we talked to dozens of engineers, saw their process from top to bottom, and out of every conversation, the single biggest thing that I came back to is that Fujifilm just wants to make people feel something.
We want to resurrect that exact moment, so when you look at that image, you can feel the same way you felt when you took that image. That's why we do what we do.
I had a camera in my face always because I was an only child. And when I was 14, my mother suddenly passed away. I was able to see sort of how she saw me. It was just incredible to have that window into my mother.
If you look at Fujifilm as an organization, it's been at the center of every major conversation involving image making for the past 85 years. We're definitely a family, a really, really wonderfully eclectic group of people.
For generations, we've been using media to shape the reality of humanity.
We have an incredible opportunity as storytellers today to reach a global audience in a way that nobody in the history of this planet has ever been able to do.
I have a very distinct privilege of being able to change the direction and the conversation that surrounds image making. And we get to be in that situation and in that place very rarely in life, and sometimes never.
What I really hope the audience takes away is what is that thing for you?
Everyone's got a story to tell.
What are your buildings across America and your 20-foot posters?
And we want to be there when you want to tell that story. That's all we want to do.
What is the message? What do you put on them? What do you want to say?
If it touches people and if it makes them pick up a camera and start taking pictures because they want to tell their own stories, that would be the perfect ending.